All right, and welcome back, everyone, to episode 12 of the Techie Talon show. My name's Techie.
And I'm Talon.
Or Heisenberg, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, Heisenberg.
All right, my friend, how are you today? How's your week been, actually?
I am swelling. Now I just look like Now I look like I've just joined the Beatles.
Nah, dude.
Oh my god, that's so much better. There we go. You have no idea the satisfaction of getting it off my freaking head. I am swell. You know, it feels good to be back. It feels weird to be back on a Sunday because we haven't done a Sunday show in a while. So
in a long time.
Too long. But no, it feels good to be back on a Sunday night. And it honestly suits me because I really do nothing on Sundays. So this is something to look forward to.
It's something to look forward to. And it gives us time to really wait and see what news has come out throughout the week.
Yeah.
Now, before anyone asks, I just want to say we didn't plan this.
No.
This was not planned. We didn't plan on wearing the same outfit.
So he's wearing a Nathan Drake necklace, and I'm wearing a Mandalorian one, but the shirts are blue. We didn't fucking plan this. Okay? I
Please don't,
legit.
please
put
don't
this
tell me
on
you're
this-
wearing tan pants either. Shit.
I just put these on before.
So am I.
What the hell? Why are you wearing a Nathan Drake outfit?
I mean, why not? Nathan Drake's really good to wear just casually. No one, you can cosplay and no one knows except for you.
Yeah, because there's nothing here. Why couldn't they make Nathan Drake bald? Come on.
I'm sure someone can create a mod for it.
I mean, if they can create mods of Resident Evil, and hey, how many lingerie outfits can we put on Lady Dimitrescu? I'm pretty sure they can do it for a bald Nathan Drake, so it would be kind of hilarious. I actually don't want to think about a bald Nathan Drake. Christ almighty, that'd be terrifying. It'd be weird though.
It would be very weird.
It would be weird.
But no, look, how's your week been, buddy? Like, it's
I have been busy.
been a long week.
This has like been a long friggin' week. I have been busy like every single day of the week. I have been at my TAFE doing work, and I have not had a break. The only day I had a break, ironically, was Saturday. I didn't go anywhere on Saturday at all. I stayed at home all day. My day flew straight by without even realizing it. By the time I looked at the clock, like, oh, it's already 2:30. Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah. I had the silly reason of thinking, oh yeah, we're doing a show tonight, but then I realized, oh, we're not doing a show tonight. That's tomorrow night. I was so used to doing a recap show because now we've got to wait until friggin' Loki comes out next month.
We don't have to wait. We just got to wait for you to watch Bad Batch.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch Bad Batch. I know. I just, Hey, don't go.
Chop chop.
I'm not a dog.
Oh, my dude.
No. Oh,
I mean, look, my week's been a week from hell, kind of. Can't really go into detail much, but I'm just glad that it's
over?
Hey?
That your week of hell is over?
I'm glad that my week of hell is over, and I'm looking forward to a new week.
Yeah.
It feels like a fresh start this week.
Yeah,
that's good. All right, should we get into this?
We've got a lot. We had PlayStation just had their state of play. Some really big games. They're not pulling punches. They are going for it. So we got gameplay announcements for Dying Light 2. That was actually shown at E3 back in 2019. They showed up gameplay for it.
Yeah, I remember that. And yeah,
a year without any Dying Light gameplay, Dying Light 2 gameplay, and they just state of play just dropped it. Just said, "Hey, this is his gameplay. His gameplay for Dying Light 2," and it looks really good. I played the first one. I enjoyed the first one. And now that we're going a whole new direction of how this world is building itself, because this one, it's 15 years since the first one. She's
like 30 now, isn't she? 30 or 40.
It's in Dying Light 2, you're playing a whole different character. In the original
Dying Light. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Zero West.
No. That's Horizon. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to Horizon. But no, Dying Light 2, it takes place 15 years later after the original. So this is like pretty much the whole world's collapsed. Pretty much that the government failed, the virus got out, and pretty much everywhere is infected. You play
Don't tell me the virus is going to be called Corona, is it?
No, it's not called the coronavirus. As much as
They should have done it.
It should have. I know. You're in like pretty much the last city of humanity, and you are fighting to survive, and also you're trying to unravel a mystery there as well. But you got to deal with an infected during the day. But this game has an interesting has an interesting mechanic. Whenever nighttime happens, that's when even more stronger infected come out. Infected that can chase after you, they can sprint after you, they can climb buildings after you, they can literally go wherever they want to get to you.
Jesus.
Yeah, they basically can do parkour. They're parkour zombies, except they're 10 times more ferocious. They do not hold back, and they will keep coming until you either A, get inside and lock the doors, or B, find a UV zone, ultraviolet zone, because these zombies do not like ultraviolet light, and they can they're susceptible to it. It hurts them. But it's melee combat focused. There are other mechanics as well. It's like it's huge. There's so much to talk about with this game. I highly recommend go check out on YouTube, watch the gameplay for it. It's really cool. If you like your zombie, but if you're sick and tired of the whole what Call of Duty's doing at the moment with the shooters and that, especially with the zombie scenarios and that, but if you want something different, like an open world zombie survival where you literally are not just relying on your guns and shit like that, you're relying on your movement, you're relying on your equipment that you have, highly recommend you check out Dying Light 2. Also check out Dying Light Platinum Edition. So they're releasing Platinum Edition, which includes
Oh, are they?
Yes, so Dying Light is releasing a Platinum Edition it has everything. So it has all the DLC content, all that extra content. You can get that in one edition for a very good price.
Do you reckon we'll get a PS5 upgrade?
I think there will be a PS5 upgrade. Dead set. It's just Dying Light. It's a really good game. I highly recommend picking it up and play it. It's a fun game. If you like your first person type of video games, this is a game to check out. Keep an eye on Dying Light 2. Dead set. I think you will enjoy it. What's next? What's the next one? Oh yes, big one. Horizon. I was about to say Horizon Zero Dawn. Actually, no, it's Horizon Forbidden West. This is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what I'm currently playing at the moment. Honestly,
it's a fantastic game.
It's such a good game. I love playing it. I love the mechanics. I love the story. The story is very strong.
The complete edition was recently free on
that's the edition.
PS Play. Yeah,
that's the edition I've got.
Yeah.
I've got the edition. So
I told you about it to download it then. Yeah,
I downloaded it. I've had it on my PS4 ever since. But I finished playing Resident Evil Village, and I saw it, and I'm like, I want to really finish this before Forbidden West comes out. So I jumped on it, and I've been playing it ever since, and I'm loving every single second of it. It is a really good game. People don't sleep on Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a fantastic game. It is a Game of the Year contender. It was, and I believe that Forbidden West should win because I saw the gameplay footage for it.
So this one takes place roughly about 10 to 15 years as well.
I wouldn't say 10 to 15 years. I'd say maybe about a year, maybe
really?
Years.
I thought she looked a lot older than what she does in Zero Dawn.
I'm going to check when Horizon Forbidden West takes place. Horizon Forbidden West. Give me a second. I've just got to jump back on my internet, so hold on.
Yeah, how about I do it, hey?
No, I got it. I'm just connecting right now. And I'm connected. All right, so Horizon Forbidden West, it is set to, it is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Overview. Continues the story of Aloy, a young huntress on the Nora tribe, sent on a quest to arcane frontier known as Forbidden West to find the source of a mysterious plague that kills all it infects. On her journey across the uncharted lands, Aloy encounters hostile regions ravaged by massive storms and occupied by dangerous enemies and deadly machines. She discovers a vast array.
Doesn't say. There's no time frame. Look, if anybody does know when it takes place, please let us know so we can update it in the comment section of this thread, of this video, sorry, should I say.
I'm just checking. Okay, so you'll like this. Horizon Zero Dawn sequel will release exclusively for PS5 in 2021.
Oh, exclusively.
Yes. While Horizon Forbidden West release date was notably absent from the latest State of Play trailer, developer Guerrilla Games has said released a dev diary confirming that Zero Dawn's sequel will release exclusively for the PS5. Now, here's his thing, okay? It honestly, it is now. I'm excited for this game. There's a reason why. The storytelling in this game, it is glorious. Guerrilla Games know what they're freaking doing. This game looks amazing, and I cannot even argue about it. If you have not played Horizon Zero Dawn yet, oh my god, play it. It's one of the best action adventure games that I've ever played. And
I have to agree.
Yeah, it's got the best open world by far.
I was recommended to play it years ago, like I think when it first
when it
came out.
Yeah,
and because I finished Uncharted and I was like, I want more open world stuff. What do you guys recommend? And they went play Witcher 3 and Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was like, okay. So I bought both of them.
I reckon. Yeah, I'm actually confirming on that. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is a really great game. I need to get back into it and play it again and finish it. But at the moment,
get it on the Switch, dude. That way you can just travel with it.
Yeah, but I'm at home a lot. I don't really travel that much. But I honestly much prefer my console because I'm at home a lot. So I like.
Yeah, but your trip to TAFE and everything. Just...
Yeah, but that's like 15. That's like literally not even that long.
Fair
I'm
enough.
actually going to play like a nice little game. Like I'm playing Animal Crossing at the moment. Still, I'm still enjoying Animal Crossing.
That's
But
good.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, Horizon Forbidden West, I'm excited for it.
Me too.
Absolutely glorious. It looked beautiful. That game, because I watched it in 4K when I was at TAFE. I had to.
Yeah.
And Jesus, the graphics on the PS5 on a 4K television. I don't know what else to say. That is the way.
I'm gonna have a look at it again later on my TV because I've got a 4K TV.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a look at it later after the show.
Yeah.
Once again.
Just checking. I'm checking what else games were announced for the State of Play. Hold on a second. No, I want to. Hang on.
Well, while you do that, how about we go on to another subject and we'll come back to that.
Yep.
This week as well, we got a at the new Rugrats theme song for the new series.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on it?
Look, I'm for it. I actually liked it. It was really good. I saw the trailer that you had sent me before, and I honestly, I'm a sucker for the original. I always will be.
Oh, yeah.
On it. And while I may not be the biggest fan of this new, like the way the animation is, I really want people of today's generation to experience the Rugrats like I did when I was younger, when I first saw it. And I think this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to honor the original fans, but also trying to appease to new fans as well so people can enjoy the series. Because this is a beloved series. I love the Rugrats. You can't think about Nickelodeon and not think of the Rugrats or Hey Arnold, for example, or
Hey Arnold's fantastic.
Cat Dog or Chicken and Cow. Well, probably not Chicken and Cow because they were more like cartoons in general. When you think of Nickelodeon, you think of the Rugrats. They're the first ones you think of.
Exactly.
And also, I think today's generation really needs to experience cartoons that defined a lot of generations. You've got Rugrats being one of those biggest examples, and having a new series on the babies, why not? I want kids to experience Angelica and Tommy Pickles and the rest of them.
Yeah.
I really want them to, experience it, but in a whole new way. Because it's coming to Paramount. It is coming to Paramount Plus.
Plus.
Yeah, which I'm keen for. Because I definitely want to look into Paramount Plus. But at the same time, though, I'd love to watch the original Rugrats again.
So for people like us in Australia, we are actually getting Paramount Plus.
Which is good. It's very rare that we get stuff like that, because we didn't get DC Universe or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
I haven't had HBO Max.
yeah,
But the Paramount Plus streaming service will be launched in Australia in August. So we are about maybe a month or two behind of the official release, considering I'm pretty sure last week we had the announcement about iCarly starting next month. But no, look, I have to say I actually really enjoyed the new theme song as well, because as you said, it it was definitely a huge nod. There was nothing really new to the theme
no,
song.
there was
All that
nothing.
was new was sound effects and a new animation style of the opening theme song that was
I
different
agree.
to the original.
Yeah,
But no, I loved it, and I have to say I'm really looking forward to it. Um, I'm the animation style. It's going to take some getting used to,
it
obviously,
is
because that's the
good.
way the animation styles for children
Yeah.
are these days.
Now there are
But
there are animation styles that I do support. I do support the Rugrats one because again, having a new animation style is great. But there was one animation style that I did not support, and that was the one that they did for the freaking bananas and pajamas here.
oh yeah, no,
That was uncalled for. It didn't need the animation style. Also, the bananas look terrifying. They look just
Mm.
no. And for anybody who don't know who or what the hell we're talking about, Bananas in Pajamas was a children's TV show that I grew up on. I don't know if Matthew, did you grow up on Bananas in Pajamas, Matthew?
hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, I used to love the original show, and then they had the bright friggin' idea to animate it, and then they just lost all appeal. It's the same thing they did with Blinky Bill. Look what they did to Blinky Bill. They
Yeah,
butchered him. That old school animation style, I love that. And then when they did this new one, I was like, "What the hell is this? This is terrible."
yeah,
But again, some children this age, they have no idea. They don't know what it is. They have no idea. Like, oh, it's bananas and pajamas.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe when they get older and they realize what the original bananas and pajamas were, maybe they'll understand. But at the same time, though, Rugrats. Whether you love the new animation, whether you love the new theme, or whether you hate the new animation and new theme and you prefer the original and you won't support this, let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I honestly think it's going to be a good idea. It's
I
again,
mean, as I said, it's got the original writers, as far as I'm aware, the original voice cast for the children. There's new cast for the adults.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how they sound.
Yes, I'm interested to see how they sound. I always will be, concerned with the pacing of the episodes because again, it could look all nice and shiny on the outside, but when the episode starts playing and the stories start falling flat, yeah, that's when we know that it wasn't worth it. But we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, for me, it has because they have got a lot riding on it. Because it, as you said, it's a beloved series.
Beyond beloved series, it's possibly,
it's got a huge fan base. We're one of them. I've got, I think, at least up to season 5 on DVD. So if they fuck up, they're going to hear about it, and the show's just going to be dead, and it's never going to be spoken about ever again.
There's there's a sin when you're ever doing, when there is one sin that you don't break when you're doing new series based on beloved series by so many fans, is that you don't try and do anything that doesn't make sense.
It's too radical.
It's too radical. They're children, they're the babies.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Remember, it took a while for us to meet Susie. Are we going to meet Susie right at the beginning of this series?
I don't know. I really hope at first. I hope not, because it took us a long time before we even met Susie.
Yeah.
And we saw her in the friggin' trailer at first.
Oh, we did too, yeah.
Yeah, but she might.
I reckon she won't be. Yeah, I reckon she won't be in it for at least maybe the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, Now we
because
know,
it's just going to focus on
or
the original
even,
group.
or even Dill as well, because Dill wasn't in the original group.
Dill's his sister,
Dill's
right?
not born yet. Yeah, no, Dill is Tommy's brother.
Yeah. Brother. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, now Dill wasn't born yet. He wasn't born until I
The
think
movie.
the movie when he was born. And at first, Tommy didn't like his brother. He didn't like him at all.
I love that movie.
I
I
do
always go back
too.
and watch that movie.
Such a
You know,
long time ago when that movie came out.
the Indiana Jones reference.
Oh god, there's so many references. I loved it when the Wild Thornberries met them. That was another movie
Yeah.
I enjoyed. Yeah.
I have not watched that one. That's the only one I haven't watched.
Yeah, I watched that and I remember seeing the Wild Thornberries movie. I love that movie. It was a great movie. It was awesome.
That's a series I really want to go back and watch, actually.
Yeah, same. Oh, Nigel Thornberry. The friggin' weird ass nose and the friggin' so many memes. My god, so many memes.
Well, while we're on the talk of like Nickelodeon and stuff like that, we mentioned on the show maybe a couple of weeks back now about a Powerpuff Girls reboot,
Uh-oh.
live action.
Lots of bad
Unfortunately,
news.
they've already started filming, but unfortunately, they are actually the CW is reshooting the whole pilot, and it's not just reshooting; they are reworking the actual pilot as well.
Because the Nickelodeon developers or the Nickelodeon president or the whatever executives have seen it and they called it a fail. They said it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was just a test to get through. It was just a chore.
So
And
Deadline confirms the Powerpuff. So that's what the show's called. Actually, that's the first time we've heard of that.
it's just Powerpuff.
Powerpuff is not going to series at the CW yet. The network isn't giving up on the project, but it sounds like the pilot didn't come together the way they hoped. As a result, writers and executive producer Diablo Cody and Heather Regnier are rewriting the pilot, and it sounds like the whole thing is going to be reshot. On the plus side, there are no plans to change the cast, with Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, Yana Perrault, and Donald Faison all still attached as of right now. Warner Brothers TV Group President Channing Dungey last week said, "We've got a trio of terrific actresses at the center of Powerpuff. I'm not going to say that it hasn't been a challenge. Bringing a children's cartoon into live action adulthood has been a really fine line to walk. Sorry, I'm assuming line to walk. But I think we've done a pretty great job walking."
Oh, hang on, guys.
Oh,
there we go.
As we mentioned earlier. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that's happened this week. What are your thoughts on it?
That's not good that they've had to reshoot it.
That they have to rewrite and reshoot a whole pilot because they're not happy with it.
Yeah, that's a concern because again, the fact that they've got to go back and rewrite it, meaning that whatever they filmed first must have been really bad that they've been asked to not just reshoot it, but rewrite the script and reshoot it and just do the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
And that's just the pilot.
Exactly. I am actually interested. I'm surprised. As far as I'm aware, we haven't. That's the first time we've heard the title of the show.
I don't like it. Just Powerpuff, really? It sounds like a cereal brand.
Literally, just call it Powerpuff Girls, and then everyone knows who it is.
It should be just the Powerpuff Girls, not Powerpuff. I'm like, what? What? No.
Next week on Powerpuff, or previously on Powerpuff.
The Powerpuff Girls take drugs. Call Powerpuff. Really?
Oh my god!
It's like when they did Arrow. Arrow was just like, oh, he's just called the Arrow. And then when he finally became Green Arrow, the whole point of just Arrow as the title for it kind of went away. Couldn't they just change the series to Green Arrow?
I still love that show.
I gave up on it after season 3.
Oh, so did I. Like, I loved the first
Season 3.
2.
Yeah, with Destro, that was
It just lost its way. I was invested in him going through the book, and
yes, I
he never
was.
finished it.
Yeah, he never finished the book.
So it was like, well, what's the point in that? And don't get me started on Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, good God Almighty! They really took so many Batman villains, and then don't get me started on season 4. Season 4 is the worst one. I hate that season so much.
I thought season 3 was the worst, to be honest.
No, season 4 was the worst for me because they started taking metahumans from Flash's universe and bringing them over to Arrow.
Or did they? Jesus.
They did a magic the finale for Arrow was one of the worst finales ever for season 4. It was that bad that someone actually hacked the IP for the wiki forum and renamed it talking all about Daredevil. Yeah, it was that bad. They call it one of the worst. It's called the Skesium, and Dead said it's one of the worst finales ever. I really hang on. I'll show you. I'll talk about it. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, because that's what happened, and I still laugh about it to this day. Because the fact is that season 4 finale. Yeah. Yeah, so why is Arrow season 4 so bad? This is on Quora. There are various reasons why. The season wasn't written very well. Laurel barely had any storylines other than dying and bringing Sarah back to life. Oliver looked like the weakest guy ever, considering that he got beaten up every 10 seconds. The Mayor storyline wasn't consistent. Felt like a bang in the middle, and at the end, too much at the end, but barely much in the middle. Felicity and Olicity was also a major part as to why the season was so bad. Felicity bossed Oliver around like she was the team leader. Basically, the whole point, it was that bad. The finale was so bad. Okay, the Arrow season 4 finale was so bad that even Diggle and Thea left the lair. Skesium is a plotting, droning mess of a season finale. Where can Arrow go from here? Maybe it's time to call it for Arrow. The cornerstone of DC's TV universe spiraled into an incoherent jumble of nonsense, stupidity, and pure bullshit in its 4th season. It was almost impressive. The season's 4 finale, Skesium, felt like a mercy kill for viewers. Forget Star City. What can be done to save Arrow? With 50,000 nukes in the air, the comic book series was comedically absurd in its supposedly climactic showdown with the Green Arrow / Oliver Queen against Damien Dark, Neil McDonough. Mind you, Neil McDonough is a really great actor, and I actually was keen to see him in this series, but I hate Damien Dark. Such a stupid guy.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah. All right. So
we need to move on.
We're off topic. This week as well, we've got a new image for the Uncharted movie.
Yes, we had a new image of the Uncharted movie, and you want to talk about it, don't you?
My boy, he's my boy. I'm gonna bring it up first. So here's the image of the newly released image.
What is happening? Why? Where is Sully's mustache?
I know that's your biggest gripe.
What's your biggest gripe?
Honestly, I don't actually know.
I know you have a gripe with it, just you can't figure it out.
No, look, I'm very intrigued. Naughty Dog's actually behind this, so I have a little bit of trust.
I don't after The Last of Us Part 2.
No, but I mean, I have a bit of trust with Naughty Dog actually being on set, like the main CEO being on set.
Yeah,
not only that, but dude, Nolan North was also there.
Yes, Nolan North was also on there talking to Tom Holland. Look,
so
I'm keen to see this. I'm keen to see
I have a little bit of faith.
But
plus the image, the original image that we got of Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, I actually really liked.
Yeah, that was really cool. He looks just that photo of him standing in the temple ruins as Nathan Drake with the outfit on, that looked really good. I was expecting him to wear the blue outfit because I see that much more, but his original outfit, I like that.
We see it much more because that's the most recent one and it's the easiest to get.
Yeah, his other outfits were the most hardest one I think to get is a goddamn third one. You have to agree on that one.
Why? You mean the one that I do?
Yes, the one you do with the freaking scarf and the multiple and all those fancy freaking buckles and all the stuff he had. That thing is that's
Thank you, Wish. Thank you, Wish.
Thank you, Wish. Thank you, Wish. But honestly, it is paramount that that they've really got to pay attention to this series, and I am a little concerned about where the story or the premise is going.
Well, we don't know what the story is.
No, we don't.
I
really hope they're not doing the original story.
No, I don't think they are. I think they've stated this is an original story.
Yeah, I really hope they're following all the game stories. Like, please.
Look, Sully's mustache I get, but I do remember while they were filming that Mark Wahlberg did release a video on his Instagram and he did have a mustache on. So I reckon by the end of it, we probably will get it.
Yeah, I honestly think. Yeah, no, I do remember seeing that. He did wear a mustache. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, that was a while back. I saw that. He had a mustache on. Yeah. But another thing as well, is he meant to be young here? Or is he meant to be old? I thought he's meant to be older than Nathan.
I mean, look. How old is Mark Wahlberg?
He's like in his 40s, 50s.
He's 49. He turns 50 in a couple of days. So he is a lot older than Tom Holland. So technically, they're kind of the right age.
Well, Tom Holland is 24 at the moment. He's 24 years old. Yeah.
So look, I'm very intrigued. I mean, they've got a lot to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got a lot riding on it, just as much as the Rugrats and Powerpuff Girls do. But I have a little bit of faith. I really do. It did scare me a while back where Tom Holland said they felt like it could have done a little bit better. I'm like, you don't fucking say that. But in saying that though, this is also Tom Holland. He does bullshit like that all the time. He says this stupid shit no matter what it is.
All right, so
but in saying that, any actor also says that. They always say that they feel like they could have done better to any project.
Yeah.
That's a sign of actor. That's for me. That's a sign of them doing their job. Because any good person will want to work better. They feel like they could have done better on anything they do.
Yeah, that's it. I'm keen to see. I'm keen to see what they do with Uncharted, because honestly, it is. It's an upcoming. I'm just reading the Wikipedia about it. So it's being directed by Ruben Fleischer. He's best known. He's a director of Zombieland and its sequel Zombieland Double Tap.
Okay, and those were pretty good movies.
He also directed the films 30 Minutes or Less, Gangster Squad, and Venom. He directed Venom.
Okay, so we actually might have a bit of success here.
Yeah, so it was written by Art Markham and Matt Holloway. It's based on Uncharted by Amy Hennig. So Uncharted, it was a series created by Amy Hennig. Amy Hennig is the American video game and scriptwriter, formerly for the video game company Naughty Dog. So she actually worked primarily on the Jack and Daxter Uncharted series. That's another game that I really would love a remake of. So the series has universally acclaimed and commercially successful. So, of course, with the movie, so here's the cast so far. We've got Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Sophia Taylor Ali, Tatia Gabriella, and of course, I didn't know this. I don't know if you know this. Antonio Banderas is in this movie.
Interesting. I wonder who he's playing.
I don't know who he's playing either. Let's find out. No. So here's the thing with the love interest, it's not Elena.
No, I assumed it wouldn't be Elena because he only meets Elena at the beginning of the first Uncharted.
Yeah, it's actually Chloe Fraser.
That makes sense
A
because
fellow
they
Forces-
hinted at the past in
Yeah.
Uncharted 2.
So Sophie Taylor Ali, she's famous. She's a romantic comedy series from Faking It and the ABC's medical drama series Grey's Anatomy and The Wilds. So she's playing Chloe Fraser. You've got Mark
What's her name?
Wahlberg,
Sophie what?
Sophia Taylor Ali.
I can see her as Chloe. I can definitely see her as Chloe.
I'm keen to see who Antonio Banderas is playing.
Yeah, he has to be the bad guy, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now here the film ends. This film entered development in 2008.
Oh yeah, it went into development as soon as the
Yeah.
first game was a huge success. It just never picked up. So
So
I
here's the
guess
thing.
I guess this is why people are also very skeptical because we have waited this long for it.
Yeah, here was the original. Here was some of the rumored cast members. We had
Nathan
Nathan Fillion. Chris Pratt was one of them.
I remember that one.
And of course, Mark Wahlberg was also one of them.
I remember that.
However, it was revealed the film would be an origin story, with Holland cast to portray the lead role in May 2017. So that's actually cool that he's that it's going to be an origin story talking about Nathan Drake because we didn't really get that much.
We only got it in Uncharted 4 a little bit.
Yeah, in a little bit. But I'm keen to see an origin story.
I'm wondering, do you reckon we'll see his brother?
I hope so. I really love his brother Sam. Sam was great. He was one of the best characters for Uncharted 4. I hope we do see him though. There's been no casting thing for it. I'd just say just cast Tom Holland's brother. One of his brothers would be perfect. It'll be freaking great. Honestly,
I'm not sure about. Oh, not sure. Hang on a second. I'm not sure if you knew this, but this is how much of an Uncharted fan I am.
You're wearing the outfit right now. You just need the freaking holster back, and yeah.
Did you know that they actually had a book?
Yes, I do know about the book. It's a graphic novel. It's a really good one.
No, it's not a graphic novel. It's an actual novel.
I thought they did a graphic novel.
No, it's an actual novel.
It's an actual novel?
Yeah, it's called Uncharted: The Fourth Labyrinth. So...
Is it is it before the first game or after it?
So it says here, Nathan Drake, treasure hunter and risk taker, has been called to New York City by the man who taught him everything about the antiquities acquisition business. Victor Sullivan needs Drake's help. Sully's old friend, a world-famous archaeologist, has just been found murdered in Manhattan. Dodging assassins, Drake, Sully, and the dead man's daughter, Jada, race from New York City to underground excavations in Egypt and Greece. Their goal to unravel an ancient myth of alchemy, look for 3 long-lost labyrinths, and find the astonishing discovery that got Jada's father killed. It appeared that a 4th labyrinth was built in another land in another culture, and within it lies a key to unmatched wealth and power. An army of terrifying lost warriors guards this underground maze. So does a monster, and what lies beyond, if Drake can live long enough to reach it, is both a treasure and a poison, a paradise and hell. Welcome to the 4th labyrinth.
That's actually really cool. They should make that into a game. They really should. There is Uncharted Golden Abyss, which is another one as well.
PS Vita. I really want to get a PS Vita just to play that one.
It's really hard to get a PS Vita.
I know.
Like, do you remember when Sony was gonna cancel the PS Vita store? Then they said, "No, we're not going to do that."
No, we're going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, of course, they did it for the PS3, which is understandable. The PS3 is a very, very old console. It's been out for years. I can understand that, but I'm glad they're not stopping the PS Vita store.
I thought they backtracked on that one too.
I think they did. Hang on, I'll double check that.
But not only did they release an image though this week, Sony secretly just casually dropped like 2 seconds of footage.
Only 2 seconds. It's like the quickest thing ever, and it's really nothing much. They're in like a
It's
bathroom.
nothing. It's literally. I think they had like a fight in a restaurant or something like that, and like Sully just walks off,
Yeah, dead
and
set.
Nate looks pissed. That was literally it. But it was cool seeing footage, which to me feels like we're about to see a trailer.
I really hope so.
We
Yeah,
have
so-
to. They ended production a while ago.
yeah. But think about it. They ended production and finished up filming the Batman a while back, and we still haven't seen a trailer.
No, they didn't. They only just finished it not that long ago either.
The Batman.
Yeah, because they had to stop due to COVID in London
Yeah,
again.
but still, that was like a while back. It's back about a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago, but Comic-Con's around the corner.
Mm.
And
Yeah, no,
Uncharted finished like earlier on in the beginning of the year, I feel like.
yeah. Yeah, I'm keen to see. Look, I'm keen to see what they do with this trailer. I'm keen to see what they do with the Uncharted film. But
Uncharted officially wrapped filming in October.
last year,
Yeah.
so the film is ready to release.
Yeah.
Why are they not releasing it?
I don't know.
Are they going to pull a Black Widow again?
I don't think so. But I
Really
feel like
like
you know, hell, they might even drop it during E3.
That is true. When is E3? That's
Very soon.
very soon. I give up. I stopped watching E3 after a while ago because just E3. Hey, what if I put this torch on? You reckon I could really cosplay Nathan Drake then?
June 12th to June 15th.
That's
is
next
E3.
month. That's in a few weeks.
It's like 2 weeks away. Yeah.
It's going to be a virtual one, of course.
Oh, of course it is. So they'll either drop it during that or they'll drop it during Comic-Con.
I really hope it's Comic-Con.
But I really hope it's also E3 because it's also closer.
No,
I just really want to see it. If they can drop a bit of footage during some promotion thing for Sony.
that would be good, but we don't know if even Sony's going to be at E3.
That's true.
So they missed out. They missed out back in 2019, and so did Microsoft as well.
You know, so here's hoping we'll get it very soon.
He's hoping we get it soon. All right, guys. Well, what do you reckon? Take a 5-minute break.
If you want to take a quick 5-minute break, we can take a 5-minute break if you want to.
Yes, because I need to use the little boy's room.
All right, fair enough. All right, guys, we will be right back in about 5 minutes or so. Enjoy.
Enjoy. See you guys soon.
Bye. All right, and we're back.
Hello.
How you feeling? You feeling better?
I feel empty. No, it's fine. That's it. All right, so let's move on from
I was
all
just
the
gonna say,
Uncharted stuff.
no, we're not finished with Uncharted. Actually,
Oh, of course we're not.
it's a very quick thing. Uncharted looks like it will be coming to PC. Uncharted 4.
Yes, that's right. Uncharted 4. No, that is confirmed. It is coming to PC.
Yeah, I mean this is like days after Days Gone came out to PC.
Yes, Days Gone. Hashtag Days Gone too.
Hashtag Days Gone too.
I really want that. But no, that's actually huge because it was a PS4 exclusive.
It's just been PlayStation exclusive since
PlayStation, it's
day
been
one.
PlayStation exclusive for years, and the fact now that it's actually coming to PC, maybe Sony's actually starting to, wise up and actually start releasing their games that are just exclusive for their console to other consoles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, of course it has to happen now. Like
Yeah.
it was solely the reason I bought a PS3 was to play Uncharted. Because
And now it's coming to PC.
now it's coming to PC. But no, look, I think it's a good thing. People that haven't got a PlayStation, definitely if you got a PC, definitely play Uncharted 4. I'm surprised they're not releasing the Nathan Drake collection on it too.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised by that too because I thought they would, but
Yeah, maybe they'll test the waters with Uncharted 4 and then probably release the Nathan Drake collection afterwards. But no, if you guys haven't played Uncharted and you only have a PC, highly recommend you to go and play it. If you're a huge fan of Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider, anything like that, you'll love this.
This is like their child. It's just really good, it gets me. That gets me just excited for what Bethesda's doing with the Indiana Jones game that we talked about.
Yeah, I'm keen for that. I'm still worrying about maybe it being exclusive with Xbox,
or it's going to have microtransactions and all the bullshit like that.
I don't think you'll have microtransactions for a story mode. For a story mode, I don't think you will. I mean, definitely you'll have DLC that you could probably purchase.
Another thing as well, there is another thing as well that I do need to talk about, and it's been on the news for a while, is that Amazon cannot make a game without any type of controversy. So Amazon actually are trying to make their own type of they're trying to drop exclusives.
I remember you telling me this the other day.
And honestly, it is surprising. Everything all good there?
Hey?
Everything all good there, Techie?
Yeah, just turn off my fan.
Oh, bit too cold for you?
Just a wee bit.
But yes, no. So recently, Amazon's big game they got coming out, New World, they've added microtransactions and pay-to-win mechanics into this game. And the feedback, it ain't good. It's all negative. And they're all saying one thing. We don't want this. Why are you adding this? And the New World developers, they're not the New World executives, the people who are running this game, who are implementing these measures, they're not listening. And they're going to put these in. And I'm going to watch that player base just not happen. Amazon just can't do anything right. Crucible was one of their games that failed so badly that
Amazon can't do anything right in the gaming world. They're a
delivery company.
Well, it's not also one of the higher ups in the smart home community too.
Exactly. And they can't make a video game. Crucible is a big example.
Game-wise, they suck at it.
So bad that it went back to beta and then it died.
Yeah.
They cancelled their Middle-earth game because they just couldn't do it. They canceled so many games. And the one game that they got going for them, New World, which is an MMO, a multi-massive online game, and they're adding pay-to-win bullshit to it. And they're saying that it's going to help them, that it's going to help players. I'm like, no, it won't. It's taking an EA approach. Take a look at all the bullshit that EA pulled when Star Wars Battlefront 2 happened. Look what happened to them. Yeah. Also, Their
But
comment,
definitely play the story mode for that because it's
it
actually a
was
pretty good
really,
story.
it was a good story mode. It's just that the multiplayer for it,
Yeah, exactly.
bullshit. And the fact is that to this day, and to this day now, and it still is, their comment is the most downvoted comment in Reddit history. It
Mm.
still is. It is not that score has not been broken. I'm glad. And this type of crap should not be in the gaming community. They're locking off like you can purchase fast travel
Mm.
in this game. Fast travel should be free.
It
It's
should be free.
free
It
in
should be
Horizon
included in the
Zero
game.
Dawn, and it's free in every other big game that's out there. Far Cry, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Witcher, big open world games have never charged for fast travel. The fact
Yeah.
now that these massive multiplayer online games are starting to do this shit, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Now, look, you mentioned EA before.
Hmm.
There's an EA game that's coming out for PlayStation Plus for this month.
Yeah. What was it?
So, um, so PlayStation 5's game for PlayStation Plus is Operation Tango. Um, and PS4, you're getting Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, as well as Star Wars Squadrons. Have you played Squadrons yet?
I have not, but I've been wanting to.
So there you go. You can download it for free, I
What's
think, in a couple of
Operation
days.
Tango? What the hell is that?
It looks like it's another like online game, but
Yeah,
it's co-op.
yeah, probably military. It sounds like a military shooter.
No, it's not a military shooter. So Operation Tango is an espionage-themed cooperative adventure challenging you and a friend to complete dangerous missions across the globe in a high-tech near-future world. As an exclusive team of two, you and your partner will become agent and hacker, working in tandem to bring a high-tech global menace to its knees.
That actually sounds pretty damn cool.
Yeah, but it's just because it's an online. I feel like either online co-op game or just a co-op game in general. I'm not really looking forward to it.
I much prefer to play Squadrons.
Yes, definitely play
Yeah.
Squadrons. It's actually a lot of fun. Plus, because my neighbor's like, has Squadrons got a online multiplayer part? And I'm like, yes. It hasn't got split screen, surprisingly, but it's got online, so we can actually do like online fighting in Squadrons, which is pretty sick. Plus, if you also have a VR, there's also a special VR level if you wanted to use it for VR.
I wish I had a VR. I
I
really
wish I did too.
do. That's the PlayStation VR, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But I do recommend you playing, downloading Squadrons
I
when it comes
will.
out.
I'll give it a shot. I didn't get the ones for this month because Battlefield 5 didn't really interest me, and Stranded Deep, I'm not a big fan of those type of games, but I'm definitely going to get Squadrons because I do like
You
I'll
love your
get
Star Wars.
anything to play Star Wars content.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we are going to move over to one of our newest segments that we started last week. In tech news.
Oh, yes. So
This is a huge thing,
this
actually.
is a big one.
So this came out of Google's I/O this week. If you don't know what Google I/O is, it's kind of like a convention type thing for Google. Them announcing some things and all that. And there's quite a lot. But the main thing that came out this week is information about Android 12.
And this is the first time that they've done a huge visual overhaul.
This
in
looks
like
this
12
looks
years.
beautiful.
It looks great. It's got a different look on the top.
I mean, it definitely, because they're running this through the Pixel, so it depends on which company you're with. There will be some different things with it, but this is the main look of Android 12.
Yeah, I have an Android phone here.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're getting new notification quick tiles. What did you think of the quick tiles?
Yeah, these big giant tiles, which I think is actually a really cool idea. I hope you can change the colors of those tiles because in the press video I saw,
you can. So what it will be? So you won't be changing the colors exactly. Whatever you have as your wallpaper, it synchronizes with the colors of that wallpaper.
Mm.
So
Mm.
say I had a photo of um, let's say like let's just say like a nice beach shot, right? It'll match those colors of the beach.
So if I've got like a fire type of background, the tiles will match my background.
Yeah, the color wise, yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually really
So
cool.
if you had like a fire background, it will kind of be like an orangey red type
That's actually
tile.
really cool.
But it's not just the tiles. It incorporates into everything.
That's actually cool. That's
Yeah,
actually
it's
really freaking cool.
yeah. So when you pull down the notification, so this is coming from Android Authority, obviously.
Mm.
You're probably used to seeing the round icons at the top of the panel. Well, in Android 12, those round icons are gone. In their place, we have round rectangles. These operated in the same way as previous quick tiles. A tap turns them on or off. A long press takes you to the settings page. Now, though, they are larger and can accommodate for more information.
Mm.
But the biggest thing I think coming out of it, though, is your privacy and security improvements as well.
Yeah, they're changing a lot on them, aren't they?
Yeah, so Google announced new privacy features for Android 12 to make data collection by apps more transparent. The new tools also give users more granular control over app permissions to help them better manage how and when apps access the information. Android 12 introduces a new privacy dashboard that gives users a detailed view of how apps access their information. When you open it, you'll see a summary dashboard that shows you an overview of how many apps accessed your location, your camera, and microphone in the past 24 hours. Within the new privacy dashboard on Android 12, users will get access to an option to tweak app permissions. You'll see a manage permission setting on the timeline view page from where you'll be able to revoke a particular permission from an app. There are a whole bunch of changes on the way in addition to the dashboard. For a full rundown of all new privacy centric features, check out our roundup here. Um, but one of the biggest things with this as well is that you can actually turn off your camera and your microphone.
You can just turn it off.
Yep.
So it's not always running. It's
No.
actually
So if you've turned it off, if you've turned off your camera and you open up the camera app, it's just a black screen.
that's actually really cool. Holy shit. That's
Yeah.
actually a game changer.
Yeah. Um,
So you have to actually activate your camera before you can actually use it.
so you can have it always permanently on. But if you have it, it's also a part of your quick tiles. So um, if you've got it off on your quick tiles and you open up your camera, it's off. Like it's off, even though you can access the app, it's off. You won't be able to. There will be no image showing at all. Same with your microphone; won't be able to listen to you. So if you get a phone call and you've got your microphone off, no one's going to be able to hear you because your microphone's turned off.
That's actually really cool. That actually would be a really good way of securing conversations and that.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Notification improvements as well. Android's 12's notification system will be redesigned to improve aesthetics, usability, and functionality. Google's tweaking the drawer and controls and freshening up transitions and animations. Responsiveness is also being targeted. Android 12 will prompt developers to ditch trampolines, middleman broadcast receivers, or services that bounce users from the notification to the app. In Android 12, Google wants notification tabs to take users directly to the app itself. The company is also delaying the display of some foreground service notifications by up to 10 seconds, which will give short tasks a brief window to complete before pinning the user. Um,
Shit. Dude, this update's gonna like change
oh,
my whole phone.
exactly. This is a whole new thing. Um, Android 12 updates via Google Play. The Android runtime will be added to Project Mainline, Google's Play System Updates program. This will let the firmware push key updates to ART and other essential Android 12 services through Google Play. negating the need for full system updates to tweak these facets. Google also notes that more module updates will be pushed through Project Mainline in the near future, including its aforementioned transcoding improvements. We've got new widgets as well.
Yes, there's new widget. Dude, there's new everything in this update. I'm excited. When is this dropping?
It has to be dropping, I think, later on the year. Some people can already get, especially if you're on a Pixel. I think you can get
people on the Pixel.
I think you can get a beta
Yeah,
now.
you can get a beta of it, but
Um,
they were saying in the video you sent me that you won't be able to get, like, Samsung might just release it a little later, but if you have a Google Pixel, you'll get it almost immediately.
You'll get it instantly as soon as it arrives.
Yeah.
But one of the other biggest things I found interesting with it as well is the always on display.
Yeah, I've got that on my phone here, and I love using it.
I really like this new always on display.
Yeah.
Did they show you? It was in the video I sent you, right?
I've got to go back. It's been a while since I saw that video, so I'm gonna go back and check it again.
Yeah,
But
dude.
that's it. I'm keen to. I'm definitely keen to just. I love tinkering around whenever a new update just to see what else I can do. And from what I saw in the video, with this whole new overhaul they're going to be doing on just everything, gets me excited even more.
I'm excited, dude, because look, Android's been running the same type of software for years.
Yeah.
There's hardly been anything really new. But this I'm really excited for. There's obviously, as I said earlier, there's going to be different stuff for different companies.
Yeah.
That are going to be in it, and there will be some features that won't be there that are there for other devices. Like I'm really like one thing for the Pixel, as you know, I'm running a full-fledged smart home here. There's an actual one in the drop where it's a smart home section where you can click it just on your widget. It's okay. Sorry?
Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Will do. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just give us a second here. I'll actually continue. So what I was saying, because I'm running a full-fledged smart home here, in the drop-down notification section as like the new widgets, what I mean by that is like the quick tiles. There is an actual smart home button there that you can control like whatever lighting setup you have in that quick tile section. Now with the visual overhaul and the color extraction, so what we were talking about before, the company confirmed that the design for Android 12 will be the biggest visual overhaul in years. The revamp is part of the next iteration. Sweet.
Hello. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
My family decided to come in.
That's okay. As I was saying, the revamp is part of. So this is about I'm not sure if you were listening. I'm talking about the visual overhaul and the color extraction. What we were talking about just a minute ago. So the revamp is part of the next iteration of its design language, known as Material U. The idea of Material U is that the user themselves should influence the design. So with Android 12, the operating system will use a color extraction protocol to lift design elements from your installed wallpaper. This means that colors across the whole system will change depending on your home screen background. This will allow an easy and automatic way for your phone to feel unique to you. Along with color extraction, there are numerous new design tweaks, animations, spacing changes, etc. That's
what. God damn, this is going to be the biggest update they've ever done.
Yeah, the biggest update they've ever done,
and it's got such an the visual overhaul. That's what's getting me excited because, like, ever since it's been the same for ages. And now we're finally got 12, and they're like, you know what? Let's do a big visual overhaul. I'm actually excited for this because I've been an Android user for years. I refuse to use an iPhone because I'm not the biggest fan of an iPhone. I just don't like the UI for it. But I've always preferred Android. But the one thing that I always would be wanting for an Android is a visual overhaul, and finally we're getting it.
We're finally getting it.
I remember having a Samsung Galaxy S5 a
Yeah.
long time ago,
Yeah.
and I always wanted a better UI. I always wanted a better visual haul for it, and now we're actually getting it.
Yeah.
Now we're actually getting a better visual haul, and I'm on Samsung Galaxy S10. I do want to get the S20 because I've heard a
I've
lot
got
of
the
it.
S20 Ultra. Yeah, I love it.
Is it a good phone?
I love it.
I
I really
actually
do.
don't mind the S10. I've had no problems with the S10. Minus that I had to get a screen repair, but other than that, this phone's been great. The camera's really good on it. The speaker's good on it too. The Google Assistant is really good as well. I like all the features on it. I like how there's an eye. Like my favorite thing on it here is the fact there's an eye comfort shield that's custom, and it's also adaptable too. I just like how I can use this phone not only can I use this phone to basically have, for instance, I can have live caption. Enhanced processing is another one on here too. But the fact I can use this phone to pay for stuff if I don't have my wallet, that's a big one for me that I really like. Music is a big thing for me because I love to listen to music. It helps me when I'm traveling. The fact that this phone has an audio jack makes me happy because my old
That's the
phone
downside with the S20. There's no more
no
audio
audio
jack.
jack. I know. I
Now,
don't
that wasn't
understand.
the only biggest news that was coming out of Google I/O this week.
What else was it dropped as well?
Um,
This is your side of the show. My side is the gaming and anything to do with comics or
yeah.
cosplay. But when it comes to technology and that, I just sit back, relax, and let Techie do the talk.
So as you know, I've got a Samsung watch. Love and
Yes.
adore it.
I know how much
Um,
you freaking love that Samsung watch. I really want one myself.
yeah, look, I'm looking at upgrading mine anyway, but I'm wondering if I should wait because I'm about to tell you. So this was actually quite big. So Google Wear OS hasn't been doing well.
No,
Like,
it hasn't.
let's just face that it hasn't been doing great at all. Um, but Google and Samsung are now actually teaming up together, and they're merging Wear OS and Tizen. So Tizen is the operating system for the Samsung watches, and so by either the new generation watch that will, let's be honest, probably be the Galaxy Watch 4.
Which
That
will be good.
probably, I reckon, will be announced in August, as the other ones seem to have been announced in August. So it might be out by the end of the year, if not next year. They haven't announced anything, so this is just a rumor for that. But they're merging together, and I'm thinking the way they worded it, it kind of sounded like that even the older watches, so like mine, will then with the new update will also go over to Wear OS. But it's not just Samsung that's also merging with them though, because Google bought Fitbit.
Wait, Google bought Fitbit?
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised they bought Fitbit? Because
So.
I know majority of people have a Fitbit nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
So
one.
most Fitbit watches now are actually running the Google Wear OS.
That's actually good that they bought Fitbit because that means that it'll have access to a better operating system.
Yeah, because that's why I didn't. That's why I never originally went for a Fitbit, because I didn't like their operating system.
No.
But with this, look, the one major gripe about the Samsung watch is that there's hardly enough apps for it. And look, I know it's a watch. You shouldn't have a lot of apps on there anyway, right? But I feel like that, maybe, considering I have a Samsung phone, already has Google Assistant built into it, I could use my Google Assistant and run stuff through my watch instead if I
Hmm.
wanted to. But it doesn't. But
No.
I'm wondering with the new merger. Well, I'm not even wondering. I'm pretty sure it's part of it. I think with the Google Wear OS that it will have the Google Assistant built into it as well. Plus, not only that, you can get access to Facebook and things like that on your watch, as Apple can already. So I feel like Google Wear OS has been something that just hasn't it hasn't worked properly, but now with the merger of Samsung, it's going to work a fuckload better. I don't know. What do you think?
I honestly think that's a good idea to have a merger because that means that they can actually probably come up with a better OS system that's just going to be a benchmark for other companies to make their OSs better. Maybe that would put friggin' Apple on their toes going, oh shit, Google just teamed up with Samsung. We need to do something
Well,
real
that's the
quick.
thing. Like Samsung and Apple have been going head to head with the watches. Like
Yeah, they've been going head to head.
Samsung with their watches was a big thing for Apple to take on board because Apple, and I will say still, Apple are still the biggest and probably are the best with their watches. I will say
Mm.
that because they haven't failed at any new watch that's released. They've
I
only gone
just
up.
I just think the design for the Apple Watch or any Apple in general, it's bland. I just
Mm.
don't like the design. It just seems bland and just nothing there. And also just that
Except what we talked about last week with the new iMacs. Like they look fucking
the
beautiful.
new iMacs look fucking sick,
I
bro.
actually tried one out this week.
You did, and what's
Yeah,
it called?
I really like it. I really want to get one.
You were definitely needing to get an upgrade computer because you wanted to upgrade your computer for a while now.
Yeah, I also got a quote on a PC to run this show perfectly.
And what's the quote?
2500.
Oh, Jesus! I can feel my wallet burning right now.
So I'm like, iMac that can also run this perfectly.
Yeah, that's it. I think honestly, at the end of the day, when it comes down to the watches business, while I do think, and we know that Apple's still on top, they're not going to be on top much longer. There are going to be other companies out there, in particularly with either Samsung or Google, that, and now that they've merged together, I think, I think in a way, I think their main goal is to get Apple off the top and get back on top. And also, I like the Samsung watches. I find them much more customizable
They
and
look like a
better
watch for
looking.
starters,
They look like watches compared to the Apple Watch, which just looks again
like a square piece of.
minus the new iMacs. I just don't like the looks of them. They look bland. They don't look
Yeah, they
like a
do.
watch. It just looks. They just don't look interesting.
No, I
That's
completely
why I
agree with you on
never
that.
jumped in on the app on the iPhone. Everyone's like, "Oh, get an iPhone, get an iPhone." I'm like, no, because their app store is just shit. I
Look,
mean,
I was my last. I was an iPhone user. I was an Apple user for ages.
mm,
Um, I was using it. I think up to iPhone 5S. I think it was
yeah,
or 6, and then I went over to Android because I was like, look, I can do more with this. Like this is more like a
there's
PC in
much
my
more.
hand. I can upgrade
There's
my storage for one.
yeah,
This was before the cloud.
yeah. There's much more better storage opportunities with Android. You can get Dropbox, for God's sake. You can't even get Dropbox with friggin' iPhones. You have to connect to the cloud. And again, and it's the thing that, like, do you remember when they released the iPhone and then it was that one song on there or album that you didn't want by friggin' U2? Do you remember
Mm.
that bullshit?
Yeah, I remember when they forced that on everyone.
They forced it onto everybody, and the thing is, just to add more salt to the wound, you couldn't fucking delete it. It was part of your iTunes library, regardless, on all phones.
Yep.
And I was just like, look, I like you too, but you don't need to force it on me. I would have just listened to it. Also, you could have avoided it anyway. You just download Spotify.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's what everyone did. Everyone just went over to Spotify, and Spotify today is one of the biggest music sharing companies ever. But at the same time, though, I don't trust Spotify as well because whether or not they give back royalties to the bands who make all the songs on their app is a bit iffy territory. But I'll save that for another time.
Look, I will
Technology-wise,
say I'm very surprised that Amazon haven't actually jumped onto their own watch.
yeah, they need to make a game first before they can start making a watch.
I mean, look, they do a lot better with technology. Let's look at
They
that.
do,
Their
but
their
what are
their
we talking
newest
there?
Echo, their newest Echo.
The Alexa.
Jesus Christ!
Is that the new
Have you
Alexa?
seen it? Yeah, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I do like the Alexa. I actually don't mind the Google Home thing, but I don't mind Alexa because you don't have to say two words. You can just say one word and it activates, which is
Yeah.
very nifty. Don't get me wrong, I
But
love.
the new Echo, it's got like this facial recognition type thing.
Mm,
No, and what
that's
it does
when
is it's a 360-degree screen. So it sits on on its like sound bar type thing, like its speaker, right? And it rotates around in a 360-degree setting. So if you're on a phone call, like a video call, no matter where you go around that Echo, it's gonna follow you. It's actually really cool.
I'm gonna check that. Hang on.
Yeah. It's also very good if you are in the kitchen as well. If you are cooking something, you're following a recipe through that. You'll always see the recipe no matter where you are.
So Amazon is selling it now. It's the
Yeah,
all new Amazon Echo. It is a okay. So what do we got? It's basically
it's
a
expensive. It's very
yeah. It's
expensive
like
here.
four
It's like
hundred. It's
yeah,
like $400 on Amazon. Is this the one you're talking about, Techie?
that's the one.
Yeah. So it's a three. It's a third generation. The smart display with motion and Alexa charcoal. So what's it do? Move around the room during video calls, and the brilliant 10.1 HD screen will automatically turn to face you.
Yep, it
Wow.
follows you no matter what.
You can stay focused on who you're talking to or what you're watching, stay in frame while you stay connected, voice control your home.
It's got so this is you're not going to know exactly what this is, but anyone that is watching or listening, if you are in the smart home world, you will know what Zigbee is.
I know about Zigbee.
And it's also got a Zigbee hub built into it too, so you can use your Philips Hue instead of having a Philips Hue. Even though I don't like Philips Hue, if you do use Philips Hue though, instead of using the Philips Hue hub, you can just automatically connect it just through the Alexa, through that Alexa.
I actually like this mode here. You can take a look around while you're away. You can actually use it to scan your room while
You
you're
use it as a
away.
security camera. Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually you can watch entertainment with opening Amazon Prime. That's
Yeah.
actually cool. You can actually help it with cooking. You can put your photos on display, designed to protect your privacy. So that means it's got multiple layers of privacy controls, including a microphone and camera off button and a
Yeah.
built-in shutter to cover the camera. Disable motion at any time by voice or on device or in the Alexa app. The processing that powers screen motion happens on device. No images or photos are sent to the cloud to provide the motion feature. It's a simple setup and use. So you plug it in, show 10, connect to the internet, just ask Alexa for music, weather, news, and more. So damn.
Yeah, I've
So
seen it in action, and it's really cool.
all right, so
It's really really cool.
here's the fucking weight of it. It doesn't weigh that much. It's about 2.56 kilograms.
Yep.
So technical details for it. It's got a 10 by 1 touchscreen rotating screen with a manual tilt. The camera is 13 megapixels plus a shutter. The technical details are fucking amazing for it. So it's got Bluetooth. The audio for it is really good. 2.1 system with 2 times 1.1 tweeters and a 3.0 woofer. So it's got a fucking woofer in it as well. So, of course, processor MediaTek 8180 and 8183 main processor, plus the second processor with the Amazon NNA. So, pretty badass.
Pretty badass. Hey, look, we've got some breaking news here.
Oh boy, what do we got?
So this isn't anything movie related. This is actually serious.
What's happening?
There's been a mass shooting in the US once again. At least two people are dead after a gunman opened fire at a concert near Miami in Florida. More than 20 people have been injured, happening just after the event has ended. Police are searching for at least three suspects who jumped out of an SUV and began firing. It's believed this was a
Yeah,
targeted
it's
attack.
yeah, hour ago. I'm just seeing it right now. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah. So this is from NBC. Two people were killed and over 20 injured in a mass shooting in Miami earlier Sunday. Three people got out of an SUV and began shooting indiscriminately into the crowd that was standing outside a scheduled event established in 186. Hang on, let me get the microphone a little closer. Gonna be like the. Am I going to be like the War of the Worlds guy during the war? Hang on, let me put on the glasses. Here we go. Just trying to make a bit of humor for this because it is very, very tragic. So three people got out of the SUV and began shooting indiscriminately at a scheduled out event at established on 186th Street to the west of Miami Gardens. Investigators were hunting for the suspects who returned the vehicle and fled the scene after the incident. The statement. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue found two people dead when they got to the scene and transported 8 people to various hospitals. The statement added that 12 other victims were sent to hospital on their own. At least one victim was transported in critical condition, the statement says. Miami-Dade Police Director Alfredo Freddy Ramirez II called the incident another targeted and cowardly act of gun violence. It is the second major shooting in the Miami area in as many days. NBC Miami reported one person died after 7 people were shot near Wynwood Friday night. Holy crap.
That's shit.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into details with our own opinions of things because, yeah. How about we continue the show though? Hey, let's
continue the show. Let's
continue
not.
the show.
This is an entertainment show. We report on this stuff, but we don't want to bring a lot on people, especially with these type of news events. But let's continue. What else we got?
Let's continue. We have got so we're going back to other stuff. So we're done with the tech stuff. I'm actually really enjoying the new segment. Actually,
yeah, that's a good segment.
Are you?
Yeah, it's a good thing because it lets you have a bit of a limelight and have a time to explain technology because I know how much you love technology. Your whole house is a technology haven.
Slightly.
Slightly. You literally use your assistant to lock your door downstairs. This is how lazy he is. His whole house is a smart home. He literally just has to walk in one room and just talk through his phone to lock the door downstairs.
I don't even need to talk through my phone.
You just use your freaking Alexa or even your Google Assistant.
Yep. Or
me, however, I have to actually get up physically, walk to my door, and turn the locks and lock my doors.
Sorry.
Pretty soon he's going to be like one of the guys in the wheelchair and friggin' Wally who just floats around all over the place and uses technology to fucking do it. No. All right, so let's jump on.
We are jumping on to another Naughty Dog series, actually.
Yes, is this the one I'm thinking about? This is the Last of Us HBO series.
Yes, we've had a new casting announcement for the Last of Us HBO series, and it's a good casting announcement too. We've got an actress for So the original actress for Marlene is reprising a role as Marlene in the HBO series,
which is cool because now we're going to have someone who's actually been in the game playing the character that she was in the game.
Exactly. For me, this is kind of like a first.
Yeah, this is a first because we've never really had something like that before.
No, not at all.
No.
It's given me more reason just to go. Just give it to me now. I really want I really want to see this.
Is it going to be
I
strictly on HBO or is it going to be HBO Max?
HBO. Oh, that's a very good
Oh,
question.
yeah. We didn't think that one, did we? I honestly think if it comes to HBO Max,
I Last of Us expands Dandridge's relationship with Watermeter, for whom she co-stars in HBO. Oh no, no.
I mean,
She's
strictly.
already in a HBO Max series, but
I honestly think it will come to HBO. I honestly think it'll come to HBO Max.
oh yeah, look, it'll be on HBO. It'll probably be on HBO and HBO Max.
Yeah. Which means that Binge will get that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Because a lot of HBO Max series Binge gets.
Yeah. Look, I'm surprised that Wonder Woman 1984 didn't come into binge.
Yeah, where the hell is that coming on?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I heard a lot. I haven't seen it yet. I know there was a lot of mixed reviews by it, saying it was one of
Yeah,
the
look,
worst Wonder Woman movies.
I don't really like it that much.
I
But
haven't seen it, so I need to judge it for myself. But I have heard mixed reviews about it.
yeah. I mean, look, this is why I think that Naughty Dog are probably doing something really good here with the Uncharted movie.
Yeah, same, because it's something new. It's something
Because it's
fresh.
not just because it's something new and something fresh. It's also because they now have their two biggest properties
Hmm.
being done in live action.
They've got The Last of Us and Uncharted.
Now, for me, if they weren't happy with what Uncharted was, they wouldn't have greenlight a series for The Last of Us.
Exactly. Was Uncharted first or was Last of Us first?
Uncharted was first.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Uncharted's been, as you said, has been in development since 2008.
Yeah, it's been in development.
Now that it's finally happening,
Mm.
it's already finished filming. This hasn't even started filming. They're still
No,
casting people.
they're still casting. So we know for a fact that Gabriel Luna has been cast as Tommy. That's Bill's brother. We know that Pedro Pascal has been cast as Joel. We now know that Bella Ramsey has been cast as Ellie. And what's the name of the actor that's Marlene? What's her name again?
Her name is Merle Dandridge.
Yeah, Melly Dandridge. So we've got a good cast so far. I'm excited to see what they look like. I'm excited to see how they pay attention to Joel because Dead Set I've cosplayed Joel and I know his characteristics. I know what the character's like, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. Same thing for you with Uncharted. You know Nathan Drake more than myself. I mean, I love Nathan Drake, but you love him, you know him a bit more. And I think when you watch a movie that's about one of your favorite characters, you really pay attention to what he does.
Now, speaking of The Last of Us, and you were saying cosplay wise, did you end up seeing Mole's Mole cosplay
I did. I
where he
saw.
went to Chernobyl?
Yeah, that was huge. That was something that I really believe was the right thing to do because of what he did with that. Because it wasn't just a cosplay shoot. He really was talking about some very impactful things about the environment because
He got permission from them all to do this photo shoot.
yeah, he got permission to do this photo shoot there. Now, if you do not know what Chernobyl is, it's possibly one of the worst nuclear meltdowns in human history, and it now
I'll be honest, I didn't know it wasn't that old.
it's very old.
It's not that
Yeah,
old at all.
yeah, it's early
1986.
1986. Yeah, but
Like, I thought it was a lot older than that,
no,
but
but
it wasn't.
when you go there, when you see photos of the place,
Oh, yeah.
it's a time capsule because
It's beautiful.
you have to understand when they announced this, when they said that you all have to leave. Most of these people who were leaving, they thought they were just coming back in a few days, so they left all their stuff there. They
Exactly.
never came back. They couldn't. You can't live there. No matter how much you want to try, you just can't live there. It is so dangerous. Like there's still there's radiation hotspots all over the place.
Exactly.
The core still has radiation there. The radiation hotspot in the core where the meltdown happened is so immense that there's a legend there of this giant thing. It's called the elephant's foot. A team actually went really close to it, and they got a photo of it. When they finished that photo, they couldn't retrieve the camera because the camera had melted from the radiation.
Yeah.
That's how intense it is. That's how dangerous it is. You cannot stand in it's down just one corridor in the photo. You cannot stand in that corridor, even at the end, because the radiation will kill you. It'll
Yeah.
disintegrate you. It is that immense. And that's the thing. The radiation there is still happening. It'll be there for thousands of years. It will never fade away. It'll
Yeah.
always be there. It's like do you know there's a town in the United States that's constantly always on fire?
Yeah.
That was the inspiration for Silent Hill. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding.
No.
A town that is constantly burning, that was the inspiration for Silent Hill. And that's why Chernobyl is a very, very sad place. When you go there, you see there's an entire abandoned amusement park there.
Yeah, and that's in one of more cosplay's photos.
Yes. He talked a lot about the environment and how, as us as human beings,
As I said, it's beautiful. It is proof that no matter what happens,
nature
right,
will
nature will be. It will take over again.
it will.
It just
That will,
proves it.
it's proven
With
it.
all the radiation, it just proves that it can still grow.
Yep.
And it'll just be beautiful. And I
And
have to say
honestly,
that.
it shows us that when humanity just leaves an entire city and doesn't go back, doesn't take anything, regardless, nature will take back everything. It'll grow back. And that's what will happen. Look, when we're all.
Do you know how many people died in Chernobyl?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know.
31. Only
I know
31 people died.
yeah, it was still.
Yeah.
It was the
Oh, yeah.
the people that lost everything. They lost their homes. Like, anything, they can't actually go back now.
No.
You can't take anything out of Chernobyl. It's all irradiated. Now, it is safe to be there.
Like, you can do visits. Like,
you can do visits. You have to go there with a tour guide, and you have to have the tour guide has a Geiger counter on them to keep it safe. But it was a honestly, out of every single photo shoot I think I've seen Mole ever do, this was the one that was very impactful because we've only got one planet that we live on, and we cannot let stuff like what happened at Chernobyl happen again. It cannot happen again, especially in the modern day now, because of that's one thing that we need to get rid of. Nuclear stuff. It can be a life-saving energy, but it can be possibly one of the most dangerous things we could ever have in humanity.
Exactly.
It's an energy that can give us life and help us live, but it's also an energy that can kill us. That's why I think that's the whole reason why Mole went there to, not just for a cosplay photo shoot. What he wrote in the descriptions for those photos, I'll never stop reading them. I always go back there, maybe once every blue moon, just to read them over and just see that. I might actually read them later on when I climb into bed. But no, definitely.
The fact that there was one photo with an actual dog there.
Yeah, that's an adult. Dude, there's a photo there with a horse. There are animals.
Yeah, I remember the one with the horse. Yeah,
yeah. There's horses. There's horses are there. There's feral dogs. They're not vicious or anything. They're just that's where they live.
exactly.
Because majority of them, some of the dogs that were left there, because there were animals left there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, think about this. There's a photo of an entire building, like it's like some type of government building, and it's just empty. There's an entire amusement park that's empty. There are houses that are empty. There's entire neighborhoods all empty, and all still have stuff on. There's a school there that's just full of children's books and shoes and their uniforms, and it's just still there because all of them just had to leave in a hurry. They all just grabbed what they had and just left. Yeah, that photo. That was amazing. These photos spell out volumes of why he did this. And I honestly really love what he did because he is an amazing cosplayer. See that was just a random horse, just a just a wild horse that was just out there. And that's the thing about Maul. That was a very sad one. I got a bit
Yeah.
teary when I saw that because it's very impactful. You know, that's just I think that's at a school. I just loved when the fact that you can just walk. Like, look at that. Like the fact that
Yeah.
you can just walk inside these.
This photo here, I was actually really surprised they were allowed to do.
Oh yeah, that's it. I was very surprised by that too. I really was.
There's a dog one.
Yeah, it's a dog. Just random dog just walked in, and the thing is, that was cool as well. I love the like. Look at that. Look at that. The fact that there's a city, an entire city, is out there. That is, I believe, are all yes. If you don't know what they are, Techie, those are all shoes
Yeah.
that all the children left
That's
there.
a baby doll right there.
That's a school. That's an apartment building, someone's apartment. Those are that's the energy, and this is what he said. This planet is your home. Save it.
Yeah. I love it.
I'll be honest, man.
This one was sad too.
This one was very sad. I'll be honest, man. Would you want to live in a world like The Last of Us?
I mean, yes and no.
Be honest.
No, I wouldn't.
The scary reality is that could happen.
Exactly.
I mean, technically, it already is happening. The coronavirus, man. I mean, there's no like crazy infected and everyone's not living. Everyone's not like fighting each other. But the thing is, it is happening.
Yeah,
people are turning against each other. You take a look what's happening over in Israel and Palestine at the moment.
Yeah,
those two countries are at war with each other. You take a look what's going over in the US with racism and abuse and how the entire state of America is tearing itself apart because the coronavirus is just destroying them from within.
Exactly. All right, we're going to move over.
Yeah.
We're going to do probably a rapid fire because we're almost...
We're almost
at.
Yeah, let's do a rapid fire.
We are getting a new Sonic game. There has been a new Sonic the Hedgehog teaser that got dropped by the Sonic team this week.
Which I have not watched yet. I need to double check that.
It's nothing much, but I have heard a rumor that they're looking at maybe doing an open world game.
Ooh, that would be good. I hope it's not a flop because, let's be honest, Sonic games haven't got the best reputation. Minus Sonic Generations and Sonic Mania, which was released on Nintendo Switch, which was really, really good.
Yeah. What was the other most recent Sonic game?
I'm trying to think. I know Sonic Boom was terrible.
Oh yeah, we won't talk about that one.
I can't remember what the latest. I don't remember when the latest Sonic game was. I don't remember it.
Sonic Forces.
Yeah, that was actually pretty decent, but again, not the saving grace it needed.
No. I feel like they should remaster Shadow though. Remember the Shadow game that came out on Xbox?
Yeah,
that was fun.
I didn't like it. I tried. I really did. Look, I am a sucker for Sonic Heroes. That's actually my favorite.
Sonic Heroes, I love Sonic Heroes.
I love Sonic Heroes. I am always will be a classic Sonic, the old school 2D side scroller, running as fast as you can, gathering all the rings and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's always going to be my favorite. I did play Sonic 06. Ugh, just not a good game. I really wish it could have been good. It could have been good, but no. Keen for this new Sonic game. I'll have to check out the trailer for it, the teaser trailer for it, the one you sent me, and really, fingers crossed that it actually is decent and not a not another bad Sonic game. We need a good Sonic game. We just had a really good Sonic movie. We need a good Sonic game.
We really do.
We really
Um,
do.
next one.
Next one.
We we have a little hint at a bit of concept art right in the back corner of Oscar Isaac's most recent post for Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Oh, we're finally getting it. It's finally going into. I think they're going into production very
It's in
soon.
production now, I think.
I'm checking.
I think they have started production.
I'm checking. Okay, filming began. Okay, so Marvel
Yeah, in
Studios. Yep,
Budapest.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah. Filming began late in April 2021 Budapest. Moon Knight is scheduled to be released in 2022 and will consist of 6 episodes. It will be part of Phase 4 of the MCU.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So, if you do not know who Moon Knight is, where the fuck you been? Moon Knight is possibly one of the most badass freaking characters alongside the Punisher and Daredevil, and I am so excited that we're finally gonna get a Moon Knight series. Like,
Yeah, me too.
it's not like it. It's fucking Moon Knight. I don't need to even try and argue about it. And also, it,
Are you happy with Oscar Isaac's
oh
costume choice?
hell yes, he's an amazing actor and he deserves this series. And I'm so excited, man. Like this is the most excited I've been for a Marvel universe, for a Marvel like series, alongside WandaVision and also with the Loki series. This is my biggest one that I love because Moon Knight has been so bullshitted around, especially with the anime, with the cartoon series they did with with Avengers Assemble and that. They really treated Moon Knight like shit. He's never meant to be like a goofy guy that can always get beat up. This guy is a badass, okay? He literally is a badass. He's
He is.
just as good as Spider-Man and just as good as Daredevil. And the fact is that we're finally getting a series about him. Also, you've got a really good actor to play him.
Yeah,
And also, I know the costume's going to be badass. I know it will be.
exactly.
I know the costume
Exactly.
will be badass. I know for a fact that they're not gonna fuck around with him. I really hope that we get some hints to Daredevil, get some hints to Spidey as well. Really hope maybe Spidey might even swing by because Moon Knight is, I believe, in I think he does go to New York.
I think so. Now, next one. We got some very sad news this week.
Oh.
Rock actor Kevin Clark has died at the age of 32.
Yeah, he died in a bicycle accident. Very tragically, Jack Black
Yeah, he
reported.
was being struck by a motorist while riding his bicycle in a Chicago suburb, according to
Yeah,
local news.
very very sad. I love School of Rock. It's
He
like,
he played Freddie Jones in School of Rock.
yeah,
Freddie
the
was
lead.
the drummer.
He's the drummer. He's the lead drummer.
Yeah,
I freaking love School of Rock. I love
yeah.
that movie. It's one of my favorite movies, alongside my sister as well. We loved watching it. And Jack Black, man,
We
he
won't
played.
talk about the shitty series, but
No,
I saw the musical
I
on
have
stage.
not seen the musical.
Yeah, I saw it on stage. It was really cool. It was really cool to watch.
I'm very very sad. I
Yeah, look, Clark was reportedly hit by a 20-year-old woman driving a Hyundai Sonata around 1:20 a.m. Police said paramedics found him and took him to Illinois Masonic Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead at 2:04 a.m. According to the Chicago Fire Department and the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. Sorry, that according to the Chicago Fire Department and Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. Sorry, yeah. Um, yeah, it's really sad. Um, may you rest in peace.
Yeah, freaking the fact that he was only 32 years old.
Mm.
So, yeah, he was best known for playing Freddie Jones, a teen drummer, um, in the musical comedy. Despite the film's success, Clark chose to not pursue an acting career, instead became a professional drummer in Chicago, performing with local acts such as Dreadwolf and Robbie Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 32, he was hit by a car at 1:20 a.m. in Avondale, Chicago. Jack Black, Miranda Cosgrove, Joey Gados Jr., Rico Grace, and Brian Faldito paid tribute to Clark on social media. Very, very
Yeah.
sad. I would have loved a School of Rock too.
Yeah, I know.
It
But
would have
I
been.
don't think it was needed.
Yeah, I don't think it was
It wrapped
needed.
up not it wrapped up perfectly.
Yeah, it wrapped up really nicely, and I honestly was very, very happy with how it ended. I loved how the new song they chose was an AC/DC song at the end of the
Yeah.
film. That was perfectly. That was
Yeah.
perfect for me.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we're gonna end it with one final thing.
it's not
Uh,
sad. It's actually good.
it's not sad. It's not sad. We got an Eternals trailer.
Oh boy, dude, we're finally getting Marvel's fucking. It's literally Marvel's probably the most powerfulest out of all of the Marvel heroes. These are the OP guys. These are the guys that
Yeah.
you do not mess with. And
Yeah.
Techie, oh, I thought you were frozen for a second,
No,
man.
I'm
My
not
God,
frozen.
you were sitting so still. You like this. Am I frozen yet? But so we got who we got? We've got Angelina Jolie, we've got
Yeah, I'll bring up
freaking
the casting list.
Selma Hayek as well. I love the fact that Kit Harington is in this series as well, and the actor that played Rob Stark. So all the
All right.
Starks are finally meeting up with each other.
Supposedly Millie Bobby Brown,
Yeah, I heard about that one. Millie Bobby Brown
but
is.
she hasn't got a.
Let me check. Who have we got for the
I know
Eternals?
when you Google it, that's what it comes up with, but it's not under the IMDb. So Angelina Jolie is playing Thena. Selma Hayek is playing Ajak. Gemma Chan is playing Cersei. Richard Madden playing Icarus. Kit Harrington playing Dane Whitman. Uh, Kamali Nagiani is playing Kingo. Brian Tyree Henry is playing Fastos. Barry Keoghan playing Druig. Um, yeah, dude, we've got a huge list.
Yeah, we've got a huge cast. So, yep. Um, so Kit Harrington, you said Dane Whitman on Google. It's actually Black Knight. That's what he is, which is interesting. So that's the character he's playing. That's on the Google thing. You're on IMDb. So yeah, that's who it is. Richard Madden's playing Icarus. Is playing Icarus. I like that Kamal. That
Dane
Kamal.
Whitman is Black Knight.
Yeah, Dane Whitman is Black Knight. I love the fact that fucking Kamal is in this.
I know.
It's great. Who else we got? We've got Ma Dong Seok. He's playing Gilgamesh, which is awesome. Um, I'm keen to see how this goes because this is going to be a very ambitious project for.
Now, as I said to you, there's been a bit of backlash about it,
Yeah.
which I think is just fucking ridiculous. Like, get the fuck over it.
Yeah, there's been some backlash about
And
it.
it's not really backlash, but it's just backlash with people saying, well, where were they during Infinity War and Endgame then? Oh, just fucking wait till the movie.
Mm,
Honestly, just wait till the movie. It will probably be explained then with where they were or why they didn't help.
mm. I think it would make. Yeah, that's it. They need to. I really wish people would just chill out.
It's
Just
the first trailer.
it's just the first trailer, and already we're like, "Oh, where were they? Why didn't they help the Avengers?" I'm like, they'll probably freaking explain that in the movie. Calm down.
I mean, look.
I know.
So Thanos is the son of the Eternals, Alaz and Susan. Sorry, Suisun, is a distant cousin of Thena.
Mm.
That's
So
why.
yeah, that's why.
That's why people are asking, because Thena is related to Thanos.
Yeah, crazily enough. But see, they probably couldn't even go after Thanos because he got access to one of the greatest weapons that could literally take them on and take them all out, the fucking Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly.
And even though the Eternals are powerful, they're powerless against the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Because the Celestials fucking made them, and the Celestials were before the Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I'm keen for it. The cast is great. The trailer looks interesting. It
Comes out
is.
later this year, doesn't it?
Yes, so I think it's Christmas. I think.
I don't know. As far as I was aware, Spider-Man comes out at Christmas.
I think it's later on this year. I gotta double check the month when it comes out later this year. I'll double check that.
Supposedly, it says here release date is in October.
Yes, October. That'd be
Oh
cool.
wait, no. Initial release 4th of November. Oh, that's in Russia. Never mind.
That's in Russia. Yeah, we're not in Russia, Matthew. Well,
No, we're not in Russia.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Wait. Eternals is scheduled to be released in the United States on November 5th.
Huh. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the show.
We've been going for almost 3 hours.
No, almost 2 hours.
2 hours. We started at 8:30, then went to 9:30, and then went to 10:30.
Exactly. Yeah.
2 hours.
But we hope you enjoyed it. Come subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can, if you're new, you can come rewatch some of our older shows, including some special stuff that we've done in between that. Also follow us on Facebook, where we also stream on there at the Techie Talon Show. Go to our Spotify, and you can listen to the shows on there as well on your trip home or to work. Go and follow our Instagram at the Techie Talon Show. Go follow our Twitter at Talon_show as well. Plus, we are on Twitch, so go follow us. Yeah, where we are live right now. So follow us on Twitch at the Techie Talon Show. All right, guys.
Well,
it's been fun.
It's been fun, but I am very tired.
Yeah, so am I. So am I.
I'm going to sleep bloody well.
Now, your homework this week. Watch The Bad Batch.
Yeah, all right. If I get time.
You will find time.
Trust me, if I could find time, I would, but I can't. All right, then.
All right, guys. We'll see you next weekend for another episode of the Techie Talon Show. Until then, guys, we will see you later. Hey, Techie
Talon out.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.